Back knee tracking forward. I had my bat flatter. We're having fun. We're cutting it up with our guys. Hey, it's Ben Montgomery here with Corey Thornton. We're going to give you guys some drills to do. I know the weather's been bad outside and you've been stuck in the cage a lot, so we just want to give you guys some things to think about, maybe implement with your teams as you're in here hitting. That way you guys can accomplish as much as you can. So first thing, as a hitter when you get on a tee, and guys, we have extra tees in here now this year. You can pull 2-3 tees in the cage, section guys out, partner them up, so you can have 6 guys hitting off a tee at one time. And you can do front toss on the back of the cage and into the back of the net, get some drill set up going with something like that. On the tee, we're going to take you through a series, and it basically breaks down the swing from the ground up. So the first drill we're going to talk about is just talking about getting some rhythm. Okay, so a couple different ways you can do this. You can do what we call elephant trunks. We're just kind of moving the bat forward and back and kind of moving your toes and your heels up and down from the ground, just kind of getting rhythm in your feet. Okay. The second thing, once all your players have good rhythm and they're feeling that, they can just lift the bat up and we can do what we call a stride and stop. On the stride and stop, what we want to see is that front heel planting and the back heel starting to track forward as that knee comes forward. Okay, so the main thing you want to tell your guys is make the knee move the heel off the ground. Don't let the heel move the knee, okay, because then they'll start pushing. Okay, so stride and stop, heel plant, front heel plants, back heel comes up. Heel plant, back heel comes up. That's your rhythm right there. Okay, keep hitting your feet. So all we're going to do, we're just going to stride and stop 3 times. 1, back knee's tracking forward, hands are staying back, getting good separation. There's 2. Okay, and then the third one, 3. Okay, so we're feeling pretty good. Okay, after that, you can do 2 things. You can hit the 4th one and do it all over again, or you can take them to the next step, which is going to bat lag. All right, guys, second thing we want to look for as we're working on rhythm in our stride is we want to see our guys and really implement to them bat lag, what we call bat lag. So I know it sounds bad, but it's a good thing. So when we go to toe touch, next thing we're doing is going to heel plant, and that back knee is going to start tracking forward, okay? That right there initiates your swing with your back side, which you have to have. That'll help your hands get into a good hitting slot. You'll see guys all the time, they'll start their swing and their bottom half hasn't moved at all. It's not strong, it's not good, it's not stable. You're not going to get solid consistency out of things like that. So again, toe touch the heel plant, that back heel starts tracking forward, and now we take that knob and knee to where we want the ball to go. So if it's an outside pitch, I want to take my knob to the right center gap, okay? And that gets me to good bat lag right there. Barrel's behind my hands, it's nice and straight. You may see some guys drop it just a little bit, that's okay, but that's too much, all right? We don't want it straight up and down either, okay? The goal of getting to bat lag is to set us up in a position to keep the barrel in the hitting zone as long as possible as we go to contact. See that? Okay, so as we're hitting a baseball that's pitched on a down plane, we want to swing on that same plane. Getting to a good position in bat lag will set us up for success right there. All right, guys, so again, as we get to bat lag, as I was talking about the path of the ball, you can see right here with this bungee, that's basically showing you the downhill angle of the pitch. And that's the angle we want to swing at. You hear a lot of guys talking about backspin. Backspin's good, but we don't want to get backspin by hitting down on the ball, okay? Backspin is when we get behind the baseball and we release the barrel and we just clip that bottom half of the ball as we're going through the baseball, okay? So that downhill angle will create enough for us to get good backspin on it. Now, backspin is something you don't want to shoot for every time, okay? Backspin, in my opinion, is an accident, and it's a good accident. Home runs are accidents. Typically, you get a home run out of backspins a lot of times. We want the most success as we're going to the ball to square it up, okay? Which is why we get to bat lag and that barrel's behind. As you can see, my barrel is on a good plane with that bungee, okay? And as I release the barrel through the zone, okay, if I'm late, I'm still going to make contact. I'm going to foul it off here, okay? And I'm still through the zone, As my hips completely release on the baseball, I'm going to be at contact, okay? And that's when everything is synced up. Okay, now if I'm really early, I still have a chance to go in front of that ball and still make contact as I go through extension. Okay, so we're in the zone for a really long time, and there's a lot of room for error out there to stay alive, especially with 2 strikes. So make sure we're getting on good bat lag and we're getting on a good swing plane to have good success. All right, guys, I'm going to talk about the last phase of the drills that we do in the cage. And while it is the last, it's probably the singular most important. You have to freeze your finish. We need to freeze it for at least a 1 Mississippi count. The reason we need to freeze that finish is we can check stance, balance, weight, tilt, bat path, all of the things that we've already talked about. We get a good read on those when we freeze our finish. So if I take a good cut here, hit that ball, and I can freeze my finish, that shows me chin behind belt buckle, chin inside of hip, shoulder tilt, power L, firm front leg. But more important, it makes my body do it in the right order. If I don't have the ability to freeze my finish, something's wrong inside of my swing.